So what's in a song?
Well, we're not quite sure, but we're going to talk about that and find out coming up. Hi, friends. I'm Paul Gibbs.
And I'm Nate Miller.
Let's talk about what is in a song. I mean, you might listen to a song with something you really like, something you've never heard before, and you listen to it from the beginning to the end, and oh, that's a nice song, or I really don't like that song, or whatever, and you don't give it too much thought. But there is a lot that goes into songs, from the structure, from the style, from the instrumentation to the vocals. All kinds of things go into a song. And what we're going to do here today is we are going to tell you about a new series of videos that Nate and I are going to be doing for you to talk about songwriting, song structure, and all of those topics. So this is kind of our launch, if you will, launch video to let you know what is going to be in these videos that are coming up, and hopefully that you're going to be blessed and helped by all of the things that God is giving us to share with you. And first of all, let's talk about genre.
Right, so we look forward to giving you more detail on all these topics in upcoming videos, but we're just going to give you an overview today, starting out with picking the style or the genre of music that you're writing.
Yeah.
Now, that might seem to kind of go without saying, but it's important to decide that from the beginning, or at least to be aware of what type of music that you're writing for, because it's going to dictate the types of instruments that you use, the style of vocalization, even some of the structures of the songs, based on the songwriting conventions for your particular style. Yeah. There's all different types of styles of music. Even within Christian music, you might be writing a rock song or a pop song. It could be a country song. It might be blues or R&B. It could be rap or hip-hop or even folk or even instrumental with no vocals at all. So it's important to understand where you're coming from, what type of music that you're writing for, to help you use those songwriting conventions to stylize your music, so to speak. And also important to recognize, are you writing a song as a performance song? So you're singing it as a performer or performing it as a band? Or are you writing a song that's more styled for corporate worship, where you're going to be singing with a group of people, a congregation, or maybe they'll be singing this song without you? Yeah. Those are important things to think about as you're writing your songs.
Right, right. So we talk about song structure and arrangement. Country music, for example, a country style, shall we say, is going to be differently arranged than, say, a hip-hop or a rap song or a rock style. Country music might have a verse and a chorus and another verse and another chorus. There might be a bridge or not. There might be a solo or not. Or a rap song, for example, and even good Christian rap, and some of you, I'm sure, enjoy that kind of music as well. That's going to be written a little bit differently, maybe a lot differently as far as the arrangement goes. And Nate, also, you're going to talk about the instrumentation that might be used in certain styles.
So again, in overview, because we'll go into more detail in upcoming videos, but again, when you decide on what type or what style of music you're writing, instrumentation is a big thing. Songwriting conventions that go with the style of your music. If we give an example like country music, generally you're going to have a song that is led with guitar. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not piano, bass, and drums in it, but you usually will see a guitar out front driving the song if it's a country song, and maybe even a 12-string guitar, and usually an acoustic guitar there. There's other instruments that you might expect to hear in a country song, for example. It would be slide guitar, maybe a little lap steel guitar, a dobro, mandolin or banjo. Harmonica, yes. So these are the types of instruments you would expect, again, if you're writing for country music. And not just the instruments, but also vocalizations. So if we continue with our country music example, for lack of a better term, you would expect a little bit of a country twang on your vocals.
Y'all.
Because that fits with the style of country music. So understanding, again, these songwriting conventions for your particular style of music is very important.
Yeah. I will be talking about melodies, how to writing a melody, and the melody, how the melody and the lyrics, those words, can go together, style-wise. They kind of want to match. We'll be talking about collaboration.
Yeah.
And you may be in the position where you just write lyrics, or maybe you write just music. And maybe you have collaborated, or maybe you're wondering how to do that. And maybe you've written a bunch of lyrics and you just wish somebody could put those to music. Our good friend Ted Brennan, for example, has written many poems over his lifetime. Some of them that we have put to music right here. He's a good example of collaboration. The poems are wonderful, and then taking them even further and making great songs out of them is a wonderful thing too. In other words, God takes the gift that He's given you, combining it with the gift that He's given someone else, and putting them together. And as they say, the sum of the parts the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So we'll have a whole video on collaboration too, and how to join your gifts together with somebody else's. Yeah.
Yeah. So in closing for this overview of songwriting, we also want to remind you guys to remember the why behind your songwriting, the purpose for the song. Yeah. Someone once said that music is what feelings sound like. Yeah. So remembering that it's not just music for the sake of music, but you're writing for a purpose. Yeah. Yes, it gives you a chance to express yourself creatively as an artist, but as a Christian artist, there's a message behind your music. So thinking about that as you're writing your music, remembering who you're singing about or what you're singing about will help you in your songwriting process. Yeah. And to remember that you're expressing a certain emotion, a feeling, or a message to the audience or the person that's going to hear or be singing your songs.
Yeah, for sure. Always remember the why, and we'll talk more about that as well. So we hope that this series of videos is going to be a help and a blessing not only to you, but to those who God wants to touch with you and through the music that He's given you. So, to that end, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's a bell, something.
Yeah, right? Click that bell.
Click the bell, and you will be notified when the next videos come out. And follow us on Instagram,
right?
Facebook, NoteSpire Music. And how else can they get hold of us?
You can visit our website at www.notespiremusic.com. Our email is info@notespiremusic.com.
Yeah,
So
we'll put a link to all those things down at the bottom. So until we see you again, take care of yourselves, my friends.
And take care of each other.
God bless you. Bye-bye. Okay.